Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. God has been doing a lot of things in my life, and God has granted me visions. And when I close my eyes, this is what I see. I saw a drawing of a heart in someone's hands, or in hands, and it was God's heart. His heart goes out for his people. Then I saw a star on top of a Christmas tree, and his light is shining through the darkness of the world. I just want you guys to know that God loves you, and he has not designed this world. He is not his design was not for you to be separate from him. His design was for you to be in union with him. He loves you. And recently, through this ministry called Disciple the Streets, I've been equipped with some tools uh, to be able to also be effective and minister to someone, or hopefully to minister to you and what God's design is, and kind of a um, like a picture, if you may, to kind of describe a little bit of God's perfect design. So I'm gonna demonstrate it and show it for you as well. So these are called the three circles. Here, like I said, we have God's perfect design. God started out with all creation. He had a perfect design. His perfect design was for you and him to live in fellowship with him. We were near to God. Then sin crept into the world, and it left the world broken. It left brokenness, which we are far from God now, because sin entered the world. But God did not want to leave the world in a broken state. So God came down, which is why that arrow is there. God came down to earth through his son. He sent his son. He sent his son to be the difference so that we can come back to him, so that we wouldn't be far. So we are to turn to follow Jesus. Jesus accomplished these things though to stop the broken world. He accomplished these by coming. He died. He was buried. He rose again. But again, like I said, God's design is not to leave us in this state, so he's going to come again. And now our mission is to go and tell the broken world of this, of God's perfect design. So I'm going to draw it out to you. Draw it out for you again. So, again, in this circle, we have God's perfect design. Forgive me of my handwriting. But God's perfect design was to live in fellowship with you, so you'd be near to him. Then sin crept in, and again you have this other bubble. Sin crept in and left the world broken. Or I like to say, separate from God. And now we are far from him.
No, tell us when.
But in this broken state, it's left me. In my broken state, it's left me with lust. It's left me with fear. It's even left me feeling abandoned, with abandonment. But again, like I said, God has this perfect plan. So God came down, like I said, that arrow, he came down. He sent his son Jesus to be that difference. So now with Jesus' help, now he casts out all fear. So I don't have to be afraid. He shows his love to me. Shows his love so I don't have to feel abandoned. He satisfies all my needs so I don't have to lust for anything. So I am to turn and follow Jesus. And remember, Jesus is that gap now, so we can grow and learn more about God's perfect design so that we can live with God. That was the plan all along, to live with God, so we can be near with God. So now, though, what we must do is we must go and tell the broken world of this plan. God's master plan was to live in fellowship with us, but sin crept in and left us in a broken state, lust, fear, abandonment. But the answer to that was Jesus. God came down and he told us to turn and follow Jesus because Jesus casts out all fear. He shows us love and he satisfies all our needs. But how did Jesus accomplish this? Remember, he came, he died, he was buried, he rose again, and remember, he's going to come back again. He's going to come back again because that is the whole point. He's coming back again to bring us back to God's original design. So I want to ask you, what would you say, are you near or far from God? Where would you want to be? And are you willing to turn from your brokenness and follow Jesus? Now, if you find this video and you need more resources on how to minister to others, or you yourself enjoyed the video and you want to be ministered to, reach out to me, inbox me, let me know. I love you, but most importantly, God loves you. Thank you.